Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United.
And I'm like commenting it.
I got some bar to these.
Run Ryan.
Ryan.
And the other thing, you have players out there.
I think the fellas will take it more serious.
Hey, what grade?
That one had to go.
Yes, because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are
Welcome everyone and welcome to All In, All United. Right, as evenings like these where they just want to just get it over and done with now, you know. Before we started recording, Chef was just saying after the game you just sit down. What you were saying, Chef?
That I was in our days. I was like, Woody, them cannot be serious.
It hurt, it really hurt. Big time. Big time. But let me don't waste no time. Let me get into it, right? Because this review was supposed to go so different, eh? I mean, that first half was exceptional. You know, fluid football, right? I mean, Subbits are coming up with the goods, scoring a brace. You know, Anthony Martial, you know, showing the class that we know he has, you know.
Can't fight you, you're correct.
Yeah. No, you know, even Anthony and all was terrorizing the Sevilla defenders, right?
He too greedy, boy. God.
But at full time we left here wondering like all what happened there, right?
Boy.
You know? And if things couldn't get any worse, right? We score all 4 goals today. Right? Then Varane get injured. Then Martinez.
Boy.
You know, that looked like it could be a season-ending injury for him.
That done for this season.
Lance,
I'm not even waiting for them to say that done.
You know, and it's have you know more key players just falling like flies, right? And I mean so much so that, you know, the Ten Hag's conundrum, you know, is who available to play in the next game instead of, you know, how he going to play with all key players returning. You understand? So who available to play, boy? Let me see who I have. And that is Ten Hag's scenario right now. That's the situation right now.
Philip Jones, boy.
Phil Jones. I don't think Phil Jones even have a locker in the changing room, boy. You're talking about Phil Jones.
We mentioned Shaw, so Shaw probably on the horizon or coming back soon. So.
Yeah.
I feel bringing me.
What is it about this Sevilla team, Olia, that we can't seem to beat them? Right? And this is probably one of the worst Sevilla teams, you know, in a couple of years.
One little bit, you know.
And they're battling for relegation right now.
But them 5 points above relegation.
I tell you that. Them teams know how to play football and there's football intelligence and football IQ. As much as they're good, or as much as we see them, or you say they're good, their football IQ, nobody football IQ higher than ours.
Yeah, but
football IQ is higher than ours.
We had a very bad day today in the office too, and mixed with bad luck, because no way in our next game those 2 goals gonna score just like that.
No, we was inviting that pressure, Lion. So we can't say that.
There are many times we invited pressure and it didn't happen like that. Right? All of a sudden, slab head just get bigger and head the ball in.
Oh God! Hey,
today was poor play mixed with bad luck.
Yeah, but bad luck, but Sevilla deserve all that they got, and maybe even more.
We invite them, we tell them come, or they come.
Yeah. Do we invite them to come?
Yeah.
After we score them 2, we take we foot off the gas.
That game should have been ended in the first half.
So I like all the jump. I like the direction all they're going, right? Because the question that, you know, I was going to pose is, were Sevilla lucky or did we look for this and deserve it? Right? So I know
Nah,
that
we look-
started. So let me go. Go ahead, Simeon.
Nah, man. Like I was, I got off work and the game started, so I was listening to a watch along, and then I was screaming, "Oh God, Marcia! Oh God, Sabitzer!" I mean, then screaming, goal, one time goal, next time goal, and then for us, then flowing, the game nice, I get home, get my food ready, I sit in front of TV, and then for us, take the foot off the gas. I mean, like I see what's going on here. All the time I was seeing, the flavor of football, all of a sudden, nothing going on, And they invited Sevilla to attack. I mean, we act like Sevilla didn't have chances, but they had chances. I mean, the Sevilla had to save about two or three good saves because the Sevilla was coming. But it was us, like, I don't know what happened. Like, we let them come back into the game. The chances we had to put that third goal in, and you kept, it's going to be, you need one more goal. I don't care, that 2-0 thing is no one throughout football is not safe. One more goal. And we just didn't control the game. And I thought Casemiro didn't have a good game.
No.
I don't know if he's just rusty. I felt like we let them come back into the game. And eventually, and after Varane went down and Maguire come on, I mean, that's when everybody starts shaking, you start seeing, and those three, I mean, and those subs, each one by itself didn't look bad, but all three, we come together, we did a lot. I mean, it was bad luck, but we did a lot to let them come back into that game. I mean, the amount of chances with Weghorst. Is that man allergic to goal or what? Like, I could be a striker in front of the goal, and he didn't go do a back heel, he didn't go pass the ball to his side, to the next man right there.
Simeon, as
trying
you
not-
mentioned, that Weghorst thing, let me just show a still shot to those viewing, right? And this is what Simeon talking about here, right? And I mean, the man get the ball to Malacia earlier.
That
way
play
long, guys.
happened so fast I don't even notice.
No way,
Man-
nah. Because naturally you're
get the
thinking
ball
about,
to
but why you go
Malacia.
past there? No, but you still say, but why you go even I'm confused.
I got right there.
Jeez, that ages.
Right? This is
Collect your
Weghorst.
ball, body shimmy, hit that goal.
Yeah, striker hit in that.
And by the time he play the ball out to
Striker did
Malacia,
that.
by the time he play the ball out to Malacia, the whole goal line get closed down. All them Sevilla men
I
don't
hear
put the ball in the line for that goal.
I saw people were saying Malacia should have shoot one time. That ball wasn't to go to Malacia. That was a striker
No.
goal.
Either
You
Weghorst
can't blame
or
Malacia
Elanga.
there. Malacia
But
Yeah,
I
you
would
can't
not mind
blame
if the
Malacia.
man even try to back heel the ball.
Yeah.
Now I will say at least try something. You
Man,
Like,
You
this
know,
man
you
knows-
can try and back heel that ball, he might have scored.
now his confidence so low that you don't even
Yes.
believe he could score.
He gonna
Man-
back heel that in the stands. Yeah, he not
Before we move on, let me just get some of the comments, right? But guys, the question on the floor is it good? Is it bad luck, right? Or we just look for this because and I think Simeon kind of alluded
We
to
look
he
for
touched
that,
on both, Kid on the inside, good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. Right, David Curtin, sorry on the inside. Thanks for joining, man. He's saying his 3 words. Sabitzer not good. Nico, something that Nico would say.
Well,
That's
and it begins.
The man score a brace today, so I go stay quiet, right?
But you have to stay quiet.
I go stay quiet.
You have to
I must
stay
stay
quiet.
Only because
Jesus action on the inside. Jesus action on the inside. He's saying glory, glory, Man United, fellas, for life. Thanks for joining, man.
if he
Arun
if he
on
didn't
the
score that
inside.
brace, I would have hear man. If he didn't score that brace, I would have hear man. But you
Hey,
scored, so I go stay
yeah,
quiet.
yeah, no, say you go stay quiet.
I go stay quiet. I go stay
Right.
quiet.
Stay quiet.
Yeah,
Right.
Arun, thanks for joining, man. Kieran saying here now get to see the game. Sancho and Malacia was poor today. Malacia twice misjudging.
Malacia didn't have
the
a good
flight
game
of the
at
ball.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible
Second.
game today, boy. Oh my goodness.
Malacia had an awful game today.
Awful, and I had to forget at the office.
Yeah, for sure. He say letting the ball bounce, and that's frustrating, right? Guys, don't forget to like and share the podcast. We want to get the content out. We want to get more people in on the little therapy session this evening, right? Yvonne Huggins, thanks for joining.
Hey.
Nice, man. Yeah. You bring the family inside, man.
I can't
Them Hawkins that them love Manchester, boy.
much I can't talking about.
What you blushing, Ali? What you blushing?
Tonight.
Moms are coming south next week. Are coming for food, eh?
Kidan saying here we looked and deserved what we got. We don't put the game to bed with goals and causing our own problems. Right? Yeah. Well said. Kidan saying here, correct Nico, why Wegs passing there that was to kill the game.
That is try.
Exactly.
All I said that is try.
Yeah.
That's something.
Bro, at least you're big. And here's the thing, eh? It might have one defender on him. So if he can pass that defender, dog is goal.
He was fallen, man. And that's true.
Sometimes sometimes it's the quickness of thinking too, it's the quickness of mind too.
And we understand all that Reem. But boy. Because that's why you don't have a goal scoring instinct, you know.
No, striking is your bread and butter, dog.
That's what I'm telling you.
He's not centre back. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh my goodness. Hey. I meant Stephen living by.
I still spread it no butter, boy.
You know what's scoring that? If you didn't get to it? Scotty Maguire.
Dry bread and water, boy. Dry toast bread and water.
Scotty Maguire. The man says Scotty Maguire.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Maguire,
I tell you, I'm tired, boy. Today was real disappointing, yo.
Dwayne on the inside. Dwayne, good night, man. Thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying he pissed. Real pissed.
Nah, I feel you're doing, boy.
You don't have a United fan not pissed tonight. Because now, we are looking good in our second half. For our second leg. I guess you'll get to that. Yeah,
Christian on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying supporting Manchester United is not for people with a weak heart.
Boy, I tell you, between Manchester and Lakers, I don't know, no?
Boy. But I think we could have you worse, eh? Ask them Chelsea fans on them right now.
For real. Jesus saying here, fellas, luck is where preparation meets the opportunity. We had opportunities. Yeah. We are not ruthless at all. Why we can't go for goal number 4, 3, 4, and 5? Oh gosh, man. Yeah, no doubt. And Ten Hag said that too. Right? Ten Hag said that too. Doing some here, we real saw, boy. Sevilla is a real blue side. Malacia, Sancho, Bruno was garbage today. Alright? Arun saying here, Anthony needs to stop thinking of his goal tally and Sancho needs to be more selfish.
Yeah, he needs to be
more so we've seen...
as this point bring up, that Anthony sickeningly greedy, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't mind that, you know.
No, I mind that.
No, because here, why?
The
moment this man get clinical, we don't want him to pass, eh?
So when that will be
a bit of luck. It will come soon. This a bit of luck. He just a bit of luck today.
I don't have a problem with you, but dog, your football IQ cannot be to only want to score. That man get a ball.
Rashford does the
that man get a ball. So you tell me as a footballer, sometimes it don't click to you. Hey, if I make the pass, it's easier.
Yeah. No, Rashford does the same thing, and we don't quarrel because
Rashford produces squirrel.
No, but what
Rashford?
Yeah,
still,
Rashford producing the good, so we gotta allow him.
Nah, we just quarrel. Anthony about him. It's weeks we talk about Anthony.
But Anthony's my player for the future, so I just want him to catch form at some point.
Yeah.
I like him. You can't be so greedy, boy.
Yeah. Let me just get through the comments, guys. Yvonne again saying you are most welcome. Yeah. Because I'm saying here, we look for that. You know, we had ample opportunity to kill it. You know, last year on
Yeah.
Sancho, then wow chance, Anthony can't find the back of the net. So people more or less, you know, going with the fact that, you know, we look for it. We look for it, right?
We look for that.
Jody, yeah, Jody on the inside, blessed night to you, man. He's saying so Ole really couldn't beat Sevilla.
So who you back in today, Jody?
Yeah, and like Cave start this reverse psychology. Kind of Jody flick. I'm in a good mood. Hey, thanks for joining, man. All right, Jody saying, well, I'm the only one not disappointed. All right, I'd like to hear why, Jody. Why you not disappointed? Right. Now don't give me no philosophical talk. Right. Cave saying here because of basketball, though not football. Okay. Football can get me down. All right, nice. Makes sense. Jesus saying here, chef, you and I drinking stag and Nico getting drunk on
On what? Tell me on what? That's on Anthony being greedy. Anthony being greedy.
Dwayne saying here,
I say
was
that.
good today, fellas. Ten Hag gets a 4 today, so you rate Ten Hag
Get a 4
4
today.
Yeah. Christian saying here why Bruno came off when he couldn't play the next leg. We will talk about that, right? We will get to that. Cave saying here true review, did Martial score preseason ready? Alright. And finally, before we get to the next point, Javid on the inside, good night to you, buddy. He's saying feels like a loss, but credit to Sevilla for taking advantage of our complacency. No issue with subs. At that time, we were in full control. 4 of the spine players out next week: Bruno, Varane, Martinez, Rashford. How are we doing this all year? Alright, we'll get to that. Javid saying here, Ten Hag probably wanted to see options for next week. And finally, Cave saying here, my serious 3 words: hard luck, fellas. So, guys, like what we do last week, right? And we go make the rounds. What are 2 things that you all learned from today's performance and result? Start with your Nico.
Now I come back to me, but I don't think about that.
All right. Start with who? Who want to go first?
Let me go. Nah, like. Oh, shoot.
I will go.
Go ahead.
One, we have a long way to go, and yes, we have seen improvements, but our team ain't ready right now. That's 1, and 2 is not just about skill, you know, but our footballers and them IQ had to improve, boy. Bad.
Yeah. Go ahead, Simeon.
No, I kind of jump on what I think what Chef said was, you know, football IQ, like situational football knowledge. Like, you know, you're 2-0 up. Either you attack the score or you hold on to the ball. We didn't score, or we played real frantic. There was nobody yelling hold on to the ball. No, we were just playing crazy. We had even when we were 2-1 down, we still playing crazy, trying to go for all kind of hero ball and stuff. I mean, like even Bruno was even on the field. We still making all kind of risky passes. We should have kept the ball, played around, until we got things calmed down. We did not do that. There was no one on the field, no captain on the field to make it happen. The other thing, subs. When Ten Hag made those subs, I'm like, wow, like Ten Hag really have a confidence in those guys now. I figured all this time, he built up, confidence in Palestri, Weghorst perhaps, and maybe Ilanga. I mean, I said Ilanga might play with Rashford being out. But I didn't expect to see him to come on in the 68th minute. You can make one of those guys come on, but you can't have a drop in skill level by bringing on 3 guys that really can't play to that same level. And it's like Ten Hag trusted those guys to come on and make a difference. And those guys didn't really do anything. Ilanga, what? Nothing. Palestri, youth man, but he had that kind of knowledge to play. Like he trusted his subs and they really didn't do anything.
Yeah. Lion?
Well, of course you can't play with your food. That's number 1 point. And two, cannot underestimate a Spanish side, right? Especially Sevilla. We had to learn from the past. Playing with Sevilla, they're coming back and bite you at any time. And once you get a team like that on the ropes, you had to take your chances. You can't allow them to get back into the game. But one thing too, we gave them the game, right?
Yeah.
We had them coming at us. And that Martinez injury, it put the icing on the cake for it because we were down to 10 men. So we survived not losing that game, I would say. Right? Because we were down to 10 men. We weren't playing well. So we survived that game. Right? So don't play with your food is my main point. Right?
Nico, you ready?
Yeah. Boy, yeah, and this one tough to say. It's hard coming up my throat, eh? But you know what? Why learn today? We missed Scott McTominay today earlier. Because here why? Right? No, because for the last
I'm gonna take a drink for that one. I'm gonna take a hard drink for that one.
Hey,
Black jacket, white jacket.
No, but we have to call it as it is. I just call it as it is. And if today you're good and tomorrow you're good, I say you're good today and tomorrow I say it wasn't good. But to be honest, the man has been in decent form, right? And he has been more or less toting us, especially in the midfield part of the field, and driving us forward in the transition from the defense into the attack. And he was doing it okay.
Maybe we missed somebody else. Maybe we missed Fred and McTominay.
We didn't miss Fred at all. We didn't miss Fred. We missed that person. We missed that person. No, but we missed that person to drive the ball. That's how McTominay was doing it for the last few games.
Okay. I'll get that.
I think you mute your mic there, Nico.
Yeah. Right. So today I think that was a miss today. Unfortunately. All you hear me clearly, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
The next thing is normally I know Ten Hag does find solutions. As you have seen with Saliba, we saw Saliba was struggling and he found a solution for Saliba. So at the same point, I think he will find a solution for next week. The only thing again, I think we're going in a bit fragile and confident. Most likely, Maguire will be starting, and then most likely maybe Lindelof, if Shaw not fit. And then after the terrible game Malacia had today, you may not see Malacia next week. Right? So we had a hope Shaw come back, and it might be Lindelof, it might be Maguire Lindelof. Yeah, we might go back to what we call it, Magaloff, right? In the defense. So yes, but again, what I've learned is that Ten Hag find solutions, and we hope that he find another one next week, because next week tie would be a difficult one for sure.
Yeah. For me, right, and it's something that I've been talking about before, and Simeon had mentioned it, right? We don't know how to manage games.
No.
Right? I can't remember. I don't know if it's Lion who said it. At whatever point, we were in cruise control, and I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened second half. I don't know if it's because we just take our foot off the gas and we decide to coast through the rest of the game, right? But we did not manage the game properly. And if we realize we ain't getting the goals and the goals are coming, then maintain possession. Right? It's at a point in the game where we couldn't even keep the ball. Right? We couldn't keep the ball, and I asked myself, these are professional footballers. Why it is all they can't use some intelligence? Win the ball, throw down yourself, kill some time. It's like we're not playing with that kind of cleverness that needed to see out games like these now, boy.
Yep.
Right? I don't understand why we don't play with that kind of intelligence. Sometimes IQ is not only the ability to hold onto the ball and beat through 2-3 men and make some nice 1-2s, you know. It's the ability to kill off a football and kill any kind of momentum. Lie down on the ground. It had somebody we was playing the other day and I was doing those me lying on the ground and killing momentum. Why we not doing them kind of
every
thing?
team that plays so.
Why it is we not unless there's something Ten Hag tell his team I don't want it to do that, well then
Hey,
why it is only using that kind of intelligence?
as much as I hate Bruno, that's what Bruno will be doing at the end of the game. As much as I hate Bruno, I mean that kind of stuff that he wouldn't know what to do at the end of the game is to waste time. I mean it sounds bad, but that's just common sense.
Yeah,
You know,
we do. And all of that just come under game management, in-game management.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about I know the manager have his responsibility in terms of managing a game, but I also believe that players on the field have to know how to manage games as well. And know when you're in a certain phase of the game or the momentum against us or it force, know how to play in that phase of play. Second thing I learned today, and it's not like I learned it today, I didn't know it. Referee's not for we. That man like he was just waiting for something Bruno Casemiro to do to give a yellow card. Or let's see what that man Bruno a yellow card for, boy.
That Lamela, that was not a red card.
But if it was a red jersey lion, he was getting a red card.
Reem, I like to tell you, as one, I don't ever really talk about refereeing decisions, but that referee was poor today, bro. God.
Chef is like he was just waiting for Bruno or Casemiro to do something to get him a yellow card.
Yeah.
That's why Casemiro maybe play within himself today too, eh? Because Casemiro we don't read it already, eh? Casemiro wasn't himself today. If Casemiro was himself today, he was gonna caution for sure.
Yeah. There was a play early in the game where Casemiro go hard and then he pulled back. And then the commentator was talking about he and Bruno carrying cards. I watched him play. I fully agree with what Nico just said. Casemiro was playing not to pick up that card today.
I telling you. Yeah. Because he know that second leg will be brutal.
That was part of our
second leg will be brutal.
That was part of our problem. We had players who were trying to avoid those cards.
Crucial players too.
Yeah. And that Bruno was
that yellow card was a criminal call.
How you could have get a man that yellow card there? It's like he was waiting. The man come in the game knowing that, hey, here we're going on. I want to make sure either Bruno or Casemiro miss that second leg.
A man right in front of me. I going down, my back. What you want me to do with my hands?
Yeah.
Right?
My last stamp was not right.
Dan.
I know for sure if that was a red jersey do that, it was gonna be a red card.
What's Casemiro for sure you going?
Yeah, Casemiro, that was a sure red card.
Yeah, for sure.
Let me get some comments here, guys, right? So two things that stood out or that you learned from today, right? Kaden saying injuries and men in a good mood. You're all jolly. You talk about Cave and Jody. All right. Cave saying here, this is a game where we can't read too much into what went on. We were unlucky. Ten Hag is short-handed with this squad in terms of widespread quality and form. The injuries and suspension just making his management more challenging. All right. I think
I don't agree with that.
My point on managing out the game, Cave. I think we had enough players on the pitch with experience.
I don't agree with that.
Yeah, understand to see how the game better, man.
Yeah, man. And saying that you couldn't read too much into it. Dan, yes, we conceded 2 own goals, but again, we should have ended that game in the first half so that all those things would have been null and void. The game would have been a lot more smooth. So
yeah, and I think that third goal was the goal I needed to kill off this game, and we just couldn't
get it. I think it's Simeon who said I always believe people that says his second goal is the third goal.
The goal was nothing.
You know what was frustrating for me today? Every time we go to try to win our ball, I was 100% sure Sevilla was winning it.
Yeah.
Every second ball we lose it. Every second ball. So Most of the time, we favorite to the ball, and Sevilla player winning it, and the catching a knock. Even
Yeah.
if we win it, our next pass is a bad pass, we losing the ball. To me, that today was very frustrating.
Very frustrating. Yeah, no doubt. Dwayne saying here's two things. One, our squad depth sucks. Right, and he said two, we need a proper striker. Yeah, no doubt. All right.
Well, we have
Jesus saying here, my 2 cents. We played good for 35 to 40 minutes, but we still had been letting them back in the game. With
Right, true.
unforced
Whole
errors in the
game.
second half.
Whole
Yeah, we
game.
had to
Even in the
fight
first
more.
half, too.
Even in the first half.
In the first half, after
And
we
our
scored the 2
pattern was
goals.
real poor today.
yeah.
After we scored the 2 goals, we went right off.
Yeah. He's saying here, Sevilla came into the game taking it to us and capitalizing on our errors. I would have kept Martial on for another 10 minutes just for the full link up at least. But we...
Yeah, but that's risky too.
Yeah. But we started not to get the ball.
We need the other thing, bigger picture. We can't keep on Marcel. Let him gradually think back. As much as he was pretty decent, but let him find his way.
Yeah. He's also saying here, but we started to not get the ball to him. That is Marcel he's talking about. He said Malacia inexperience showed many balls giveaways easy. And doubted the attackers would have made such an effort. You can't do that at this level. Yeah.
Exactly. Malacia drop asleep.
Let me show you that scene, eh? I don't know if Mendes noticed this, right? So, yes, having, especially around right now, in this moment in time, Wan-Bissaka might be the more informed defender, but we just really lose a lot when Dalo not to the side going forward, because basically our wing backs today was staying back. There was no offering much going forward, you know.
Yeah. But Saka didn't offer not at all today. Going forward. Yeah, true.
It was nothing.
Malacia as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So now we don't have anything going forward there, and they're not compressing the space in between the mid and that wing, kind of in between the wing and the midfield. So that is where the name was coming down all the time.
Yeah, right. Natty Junior on the inside, good night to you, man. He's saying good night, team. Tough day at the office, no doubt, boy. And sometimes we kind of we self-inflicted sometimes, yes. Jody saying here, Rim, I'm not disappointed because I like how we looked. First goal was Malacia fault. Second goal wasn't much Harry could have done. Yeah, it could be very cruel to blame the own goals on the players.
No, I'm not blaming Harry. Honestly,
but the point.
But the Malacia goal is
that first goal.
That was laziness, and that was all we could talk about. That was just laziness,
unprofessionalism.
Yes,
that wasn't good enough.
Yeah, he also saying here, all you have to trust the process. Rome wasn't built in a day. Ten Hag knows who he getting rid of. Marcel was brilliant in his contribution to our 2 goals and overall in the time he was on the field. The good thing is that we did not lose the game. It's all to play for next Thursday. And next Thursday will definitely be
today feel like a loss.
It does. But next week Thursday promises to be a real cracker because that's Sevilla crowd. They jump on top of the team.
That hooligan central.
Yeah. Javed saying here, when Bruno came off, we lost organization and composure, no leadership on the field. I didn't realize. Yes, Ricky joined the chat. McTominay love.
I don't understand. Yeah. And again, if it's one thing we just fully agree on, is we have real faith in our manager and his process. So, we don't question him often. But I just didn't understand them 3 substitutions at the same time with them 3 players, boy. As chef,
bring it up. Let me print it now. Let me talk about Ten Hag substitution because Ten Hag coming under some fire for the changes. But let me just put his reasoning on the floor. Right? What he was saying is they had agreed before that Martial had to come off at the 60th minute. right?
Fine. Don't have a problem with that.
Jaden, because the first 3 substitutions was Weghorst, Ilanga, and Ericsson for Bruno, Martial, and Sancho. Sancho
Don't forget
was
halftime.
Varane
Varane wasn't forced, right? That one wasn't forced. Because Varane injured.
Okay.
Right? The Martial one was pre-planned, and you all agreed that, we had to manage him. We can't game.
Yeah.
Put too much load on that, right? The second one was Sancho. Now, everybody who watched that game who I was talking to know that Sancho had needed the hook. Right? Sancho was looking tired. Sancho game was falling off bad. So we needed that change. And
Sancho was frustrated with himself.
Exactly. And the third one was the Bruno. I think Ten Hag had said something about the referee had spoken to him, right? That Bruno was on a yellow and he had some kind of card or risk or something like that. I can't remember. Comments helped me with that one, but he did say that he was warned by the referee about Bruno, and that is why he made the decision to take Bruno off.
But he was not on. He didn't get pulled off. He didn't get a card, so he was missing it anyhow.
No, we talking
Nobody could have got a red.
A
He
red.
could have got a second because he could have got possibly. I was thinking about
That's what happened.
I feel so too. How that game was going?
Yeah.
Bruno
So
was
Ten
on
Hag
the
said
edge
he was
of-
he was
Still,
I hear
So-
that, but I still didn't like them 3 substitutions.
But then again, right, Chef? I could agree that the quality in the attack drop off drastically. Ilanga
Yeah.
for Sancho, Weghorst for Martial. But Ericsson for Bruno, that's a drop off?
Nah, not really.
Not really.
Wasn't too mad at that one.
So then where's the issue with the subs then? Because
Ilanga.
we know Sancho wasn't playing good.
No.
We know Martial needed to come off because we want to risk that extra 10 minutes, and next thing you hear people want to know, why does he didn't take off Martial? He made a glass, all that kind of blah.
Many long. That was the weak point.
Langa was the weak link in all those subs
I don't like
because
to see it again.
is either the first goal or the second goal, Ilanga fell asleep. Ilanga supposed to be marking the player, and Ilanga he fall asleep on the man behind the back. And an easy pass behind the man back, and boom, it let that go.
You know what he did do? He pointed to Malasia to get the player.
To pick up the mark. Yeah, but that's your mark.
So mark him too.
But that is his mark.
Yeah.
The point is, so then who he marking?
Anybody who play football know that is your mark.
Yeah.
Because not like we had the ball and going forward. If we had the ball and going forward, then you're looking to find yourself in space. But we were defending, so now you had to get back. Right? And that was clear. By the time I see that ball going behind Ilanga back, the whole world could have seen he was marking bad.
Yeah.
Right? So you see the Ilanga one today didn't work at all.
But Simeon, were you thought on the subs? You had agreed with it, or you thought probably he could have staggered the subs? What's your thoughts?
The issue was the change at the same time. Like Ericsson for Bruno, fine. Weghorst for who? Martial? That what it was?
Yeah.
I mean, Weghorst, I don't know. I can't say what Weghorst did at the whole game. I mean, he wasn't really, he hold the ball up.
Let me tell you what he do. He run down the goalkeeper when the goalkeeper had the ball and he make a block on the goalkeeper. He look real quick there, but
That goalkeeper held that, but
the man crossed that field like Atto Bolan there.
I tell you, the man look quick. Anyway, that was it. That was like I was getting.
I think this is combination. I mean, it wasn't just those three, and then the combination of Palestri coming on. Like you have too much youth on that team at a time where you needed more
Experience.
more adults. You have Ilanga and Palestri and Weghorst. Like Weghorst wasn't gonna, how you didn't get no foul call on Weghorst. He gonna fall down. We're going to fall down and get no foul call. Ilanga and Palestri, they're trying to make plays. I mean, they ain't trying to preserve the win. Like they're trying to make a play. They're not trying to preserve the win.
Yeah.
Nobody was thinking, okay, well let me make sure we don't lose. Let me make sure we don't tie the game.
Let me keep the ball. Let me keep the ball. Let me let them run down the ball. Let me tie them out.
I think Simeon, that's the inexperience of them players because they're trying to impact the game so much that they're not thinking about the whole now.
Exactly. That Palestri foul on the right hand side where he just jumped into the Sevilla player at the edge of the area. Like the man was just waiting for Fletcher to jump on him. Like that kind of thing, as an experienced player. Okay, let me know folly man at the edge of the
Yeah.
area. Like little things like that. That's the kind of thing that make you lose a game. And like no one, Maguire as the captain should have called it for us together and say, hey, look what happened here. We 2-0 up, or we 2-1 up,
But,
or we 10 man. We 10 men. We got 10 men. Let's get the ball. Let's hold on to the ball. None of that.
but,
It's the same way Hulk all second half.
but Nicole, I'm gonna put this counter to you, right? We keep asking Ten Hag to use his squad because I remember in the earlier part of the season when we was talking about asking Ten Hag to use his squad, and that is who he had, right? You fault Ten Hag for making the changes considering the fixture schedule. Ten Hag was wrong even though those were the options he had.
No, I agree with the substitutions. There's the performances of the subs. Case in point, Ilanga, right? You come on to do our job. So then be professional and do the job that you come on to do. You come on to score no hat trick. You come out to see how the damn game. So then come on and do your job. But Ilanga, he all over the place. So that's
Ilanga like he gave up on trying to be on Manchester team, yes?
And then it was unfortunate how Martinez come and get the injury and we had to play short. And with that alone, of course, we was a disadvantage because we was already giving away the ball, right? So regularly. So then, when Ilanga, and to me, that is my issue. Ilanga performance today, I think he could have been more disciplined, more professional, understood, as Simeon would have said, all right, there's a game now. The game is, let me look at the game as in a whole and not collectively, because these fellas trying to prove a point as well. And in trying to prove a point, players like Ilanga, Palestri, in trying to prove a point, they're forgetting the bigger picture. And to me, that is what happened, because again, the pressure playing for Manchester United is a lot. And these young guys who are trying to make an impression, they could forget the whole now. Trying to make that impression to say, hey, I'm a United player, I'm a United quality player. And I think that is what, as Simeon would have said, players like Maguire should get to them and say, hey, this is not about you, right? Let me get the result. But I guess we don't have a leader. We don't have a leader to do that, so.
Why I can't do that?
Yeah.
Let me get the comments and then we will move on.
Maguire is here now.
No, but that was the captain. So if anybody had to talk, who would that be? Casemiro, because barely talk English.
So then who? Casemiro could talk English, but you're wicked.
Mama English Casemiro.
So then who Maguire does talk to Casper?
No, he girl. Like he talk to.
Jody saying here, plus I felt the ref made a few bad decisions, especially on the Bruno yellow. Yeah, definitely. But Eriksson will fill his role next week. It's just the defense I'm a bit worried for, but we have a strong mid and attack for next week. No doubt. And Ten Hag did say earlier, Lion, correct me if I'm wrong, Ten Hag did say that the possibility of Rashford being available for the return leg in Spain is there, right? So Rashford could make a comeback.
And look sure.
I'm sure, yes. Javed saying here, first bottle under Ten Hag. I can't recall us throwing away a 2-0 lead under him. Remind me if we did. I think this was the first actual bottle job.
Conditions were against us.
Joey saying here, Ten Hag probably didn't want us to play the time wasting game. I don't know.
It's football intelligence. That's what we do.
Yeah.
But it's not just time wasting. It's control of the game. You're holding on to the ball. You're not. They remember them down. Them have to come to us. So if them coming to us and we control any ball, spaces are going to open up.
Yeah.
That's all I can remember this play, which again is highlight the football intelligence. A player was down from Sevilla. Casemiro made the run on the outside where the player was out of the game. And I can't remember who was the person who had the ball. To pass the ball on the next side?
Yeah. When I see that, I
can't understand. I can't understand all here. I can't understand it. right? They kind of thing that make you start here, but I just take off the TV because no.
It's Malasia.
The man
Right?
The man Casemiro make the run on the outside. Just pass the ball for Casemiro because have nobody there. You put the ball on the inside. You see Casemiro was livid because that the IQ boy. It was slow. The slow. Jeez, go ahead.
Dan, I tell you, the same play. Again, I will go back to freaking Anthony. Dan, Anthony cut on him, man. Dog, Sabitzer, right there, dog. All you have to do is lay it off for the man to have an open shot on the goal, dog. You trying to curl it around. You're trying to curl it around the defender and Sabitzer. Oh, God, dog. Oh, God.
He go figure it out.
Team first, man, Anthony, man. Phil on the inside. He's saying, who's scoring, Nico?
Sabitzer scored 2 nice goals, boy.
Yeah, Phil also saying here, Martinez out, Shaw out, Rashford out. Why was Weghorst subbed on and Bruno subbed off? Bruno missing next game, so might as well play 90.
That's all I'm saying,
I think, but I don't know if you missed the explanation, Phil. You know, Ten Hag was advised.
Explanation or shit, yes.
Right? Now you don't want to risk it. Right? Phil saying here, real men writing essays in the comment tonight. Keep up the comment. Yeah, keep the comments coming, guys. He's saying don't hold back on Nico. Christian saying here, we do that garbage in Old Trafford too. That was disappointing. Yeah, by the fortress, boy. And you see, you're giving other teams belief now that, you know, if the whole they could come back at winner, boy. You know, you want to get teams that kind of thought at all. You want to starve them down. He's also saying, I think 10 subs were precaution, not really.
This man who Sevilla sent on with the old ass now, boy. Who's
that?
Who's the player for City there?
Navas.
Is
Navas who think Malasia sleep on?
Yes. That can be even more mad, you know. Because Navas slow. Look, that's not the same Navas who had all that speed in City, you know. That's an old man now, you know.
Yeah, but what them fellas have is this, chef.
Yeah,
what them fellas have is this. And that's what we do have. We do have this.
That man just swing that ball. Just kick out a ball. That ping pong straight into the goal, you know. You see the hair was like, no, boy.
Rim. That was strategy, yeah. But you see how we start off defensive. And then he say I'll drop Navas on them.
Yeah.
But that Navas, how effective Navas was?
Yeah, but it don't matter. He was a threat. He was a threat. He had Malasia guessing on himself. He had Malasia on shore.
We clinker.
So that alone, that means the sub work.
I guess.
Let me just get the comments, guys. Christian saying here, he's saying the subs were precautionary and not really to affect the game because Sevilla sent on attackers because they wanted something from the game. We're supposed to make more defensive changes. He just make like-for-like subs. Alright?
Who defensive changes he was going to make? Who intended to bring on?
Nobody.
It had Fred, it had a girl more energy. It had Lindelof, it had Dalu.
I didn't even know Scott injured.
Yeah, Scott picked up a small thing, nothing
yeah,
serious.
But well, I mean, you guys like Rashford, take an injection and play. I just say it. No, at home, Scott has been good for us in the last 3 games. At home, the man has been decent. But, however.
Julie saying here, Anthony should have played 90 minutes and bring Pelestri on for Sancho instead of Ilanga. Yeah, but what happened is, I had to watch the different things that is happening in the game because Anthony was starting to get emotional.
Anthony had it in check. The one I was worried about was Bruno. But Anthony had it in check. Anthony played.
But did you see why Anthony got the yellow, Nico?
I don't trust Anthony at all. But I don't trust Anthony at all. He
kicked out at Acuna.
Yes, but Anthony, even when Anthony got that yellow, he stayed on and he played for a while, and I saw where he had his emotions in check. Bruno was the one I was worried about.
Yeah,
No,
Dream Chase on the inside. Good night, man. Saying we're going with Fred. Yeah, boy.
good question. Good question.
Yeah,
Yeah, how we
boy.
not playing Fred, boy?
Yeah,
I don't know,
boy.
boy.
Fred telling me ball out.
Doing honorary on the inside. Good night, man. He seemed disappointed. He seemed feel like a loss. All right. Kidon saying here, first time I saw a triple change from Ten Hag. I just feel it's managing minutes, but I just feel that is what it was, right? Trying to manage minutes. All right. Phil saying here, these next 2 months going to be rough. Still in the Europa League. Still got FA Cup tie and still fighting for top 4. Ten Hag learning fast. Need about 10 minutes in the summer for this for quality. Not just 10 minutes. We need quality, boy. You gotta drop off too far, boy. All right. Javed saying here where the Hawk miss a chance to swivel and shoot here for the third. Like how, yeah, boy. And even if he didn't swivel and shoot, he could have passed it to longer, but the man brain moving just as fast as he does run. All right. Kaden saying here our progress for next season, the way we move forward depends on the sale of the club. Keep that in mind, fellas, because this team needs quality squad depth. Yeah, no doubt,
boy.
man. That kind of, yeah, that is a concern ever because the Glazers are real dragging this thing, boy.
Yeah, like they may want to say.
No.
Yeah, Rishi on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying really disappointed with today, but you can see we're running out of gas too soon. We can't keep up with the intensity for full 90s. That's why Ten Hag gotta make the changes.
Too many games.
All right, but I mean, as he getting players back, he losing. So he in a real kind of situation out there. All right, Rishi also saying he had too many turnovers still. We came out in the second half looking uncertain rather than trying to finish off the game. As I said before, I thought we course. You know, I feel we kind of take with how easy the first half was or the first 30 minutes. I feel we just felt, you know, the second half might have been easy now. I don't know.
Well, they don't find me do that too regular.
Taking teams for granted too regular, yeah. Adrian Duncan on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He's saying we gave away that game today. We invited pressure on ourselves and make that second tie difficult. Need to kill off sides when opportunity comes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
God, how much time we saying that, fellas? How much time we saying that? All right. Rishi saying here, Weghorst and Sancho passing balls when they should be shooting.
So true.
Cave saying here, men not seeing the bigger picture with the subs. And there is it. All right. Rishi also saying here, and Anthony shooting when he should pass. Cave saying here, Marcel has been plagued with injuries all season. So he going into the bigger picture, right? So he's saying was smart for Ten Hag to sub him off. Yeah. So we did go through this, right? Cave also saying here, point 2, Bruno and Anthony won yellows and evidence of the game. 8 yellows show it was smart sub to take them off versus either or both of them getting booked again. Yeah, and I think that's what Ten Hag did say, right? Kaden saying here today is this. Go ahead, Simeon.
No, like on that, like we've seen Ilanga play. He's never done anything since early days to make us think he's gonna do anything.
Ragnick.
Yeah, I mean, even then he wasn't really that good. Like there had to be another play. Like he could, I mean, make these subs, but change formation or something because the policy bring on really didn't really help anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Fred. I don't know what's wrong with Fred. I don't know why he can't play anymore. But do something. I mean, I felt like those subs were just mix-ups. I know you have to make a sub, but could you go one step beyond that? Not just make subs, but make a change to where you feel like, you know, we won't be shortchanged by those changes.
But I'm gonna put a stance to
to be fair to Ten Hag for the season, the subs has been making a difference, eh? But today wasn't one of those days. But
and not only that,
I don't understand. I don't understand how Fred just fall along the pecking order though. Wait, Fred was having a pretty decent season.
But just to add to what the point, that Nico was making in response to Simeon's point is, you remember sometimes when you send a player on, you're not expecting him to go and mess down the place, right? Because look at the game, look at the Newcastle game. Ten Hag can all say it. These players supposed to be able to do better, right? He didn't expect when they went out they would have been second to everything. They would not show no kind of intensity, no kind of determination. You understand? And I mean, we saw it after against Everton and Brentford. right? So when Ten Hag gave the opportunity to Ilanga and whoever again to come and make an impact on the game, he wasn't expecting Ilanga to have an off day. You know? So, you know. Fellas, they take the chance. That's what going on. Alright, Kaden saying here today's display just shows we are miles off being a competing team like Real City and Bayern knowing how to manage games. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Alright. Cave saying here, I'm 3. Sancho was ineffective. Gotta roll the dice with the sun. Yeah. It is what it is. Fellas, let me look ahead. Now I know we have Nottingham Forest on Sunday, but I want to just bypass Nottingham Forest and I want to look at Sevilla return leg. Right? Now, keep in mind that we're hoping for good news on Martinez, right? But the good news still not gonna make him be available next week Tuesday. Right? Ten Hag also said that Varane was struggling with a particular injury a couple of weeks now.
So he out.
And that is why so he out. So we don't know where he's seen with Shaw. We know Garnacho not there and possibly Rashford. We don't know. Y'all fancy our chances again to advance into the semi-final of the Europa League.
Yeah,
we playing away. We are away form not good. Right? We are away form not 100. We're missing very, very key players, especially with defenders. Lion, go through.
Yeah, I think we'll still do it, man. I think we still have enough players in there to make an impact. Put Martial on the left, right? He could make an impact. Rashford should be back, right? So you could even put Rashford on the left. You have Martial on the top, Anthony, the midfield, Casemiro, Sabitzer, and Ericsson. I think we'll be good. We'll be good. The Chuckle brothers in the back, they just had to do a job on that.
You say we could be good, and then you say Chuckle brothers.
but we had to remember those fellas carry us for a long time, right?
Unsuccessfully.
No, but Maguire he not looking that
unsuccessfully.
Yeah, Maguire looking so bad, to be honest. I think he has improved in the last few opportunities he have got.
It's at that point that those fellas were top in defense, like the top 3 here in the league, right? Maybe they could do it again until we sell one of them. Let's see. But I think we'll go through. I don't
want 2 of them as the defense against Chelsea.
I don't think we'll have them against Chelsea, man. Varane should be available by then. They had to play a show as a centre back or something.
Yeah. What are you saying, Chef? How you feel about next week against Should we make it?
60-40. 60 to Sevilla. Because there's the home side. And we are way for mission. But yeah, 60-40. So 40 being, it's still possible, but we have everything stacked against us right now.
All right. Simeon, what are you saying? How are you feeling about it?
I mean, when I see Martinez limp off that field.
Yeah, boy,
that one was gotten, boy. That one was, of all the people that can get injured by Martinez, boy.
I feel Simeon, I feel Dice the one was sour. That one wasn't just the icing on the cake, you know. That one was the whole freaking bottle of champagne, all the strawberries on the tree. Jeez.
You know, I was hoping somebody would kick him. But when I see how he get injured, I said, nah, but that is
when I see how we get injured, and one time I said, nah, that bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
and then these 2 stinking ones come and carrying him off. Oh, them helping the brother. If they're not damn helping the brother, there was the
But they're
from Argentina, the national team.
So what?
But they're from
Sevilla. When the World Cup.
Then
but they know it's 10 men. They know
Yeah.
it's 10 minutes for the rest of the game. Same
It's
time,
true.
same
Oh,
time.
It's
Yeah.
true.
oh,
Let me get him off quick so we can get more time to beat them with 10 minutes
Yeah.
left on the field.
exactly. There was
And
a
nice
real
football intelligence
tendency.
too. Nice football intelligence too. Our players can never do that.
Exactly.
Our football
Let me
players
get
will never
them.
do that.
Oh, them so helpful. Or you can't wait
Yeah.
on the stretcher. Nah, we want the off now.
No. Yeah. We were 6 minutes to run at them.
Go through Sevilla and I read
No,
for finish.
I mean, with Martinez going off after Varane, that's when you see Varane back there, you get confidence. When you see Martinez, it's confidence. With them to go on one by one, my 3 words for the night was always lost. Like I was thinking, boy, that is sitting there, I get my bottle of wine,
We
open
are
the
not
bottle,
training
start
towel.
drinking. It's like, boy, it's over, man.
We are not training towel.
Maguire,
We really don't have no faith in the Chuckle Brothers, you know.
I can't trust them, boy. I can't
trust them.
I've seen too much, man. I've seen too much.
The only thing we could do, or we could hope for, is to outscore teams now, because to keep clean sheets, it's looking positive,
and it's
right?
not like we don't score plenty.
You understand? What you saying, Nico? How you feeling?
Boy, this they are tough one, boy. Yeah, this it will be a tough. It will be a battle. If him, I think Rashford would be important. I think Anthony would be important as well. I think Anthony, I think that's the only really player that intensity and that belief in himself now. I think we still lacking that overall within the squad. But Anthony, for one player, I think he drives belief within the team, and I think he would be critical together with Rashford form. Yeah, outside of that, I think we will struggle. But even if we go out next week, I still think we'd have a good season in the Europa League. Just unfortunate with the timing of the injuries and stuff. But if Sevilla, if wherever it has to be next week, it would be, and I just waiting and whoever happen. That's how I looking at it. Whoever happen, and if they're the end of the Europa League, well, farewell.
All right. I kinda on the side with Lion, right? I think we could put a good team together. I thought we played well, for the most of the first half. We continue to split Sevilla open, right? And no going to play them at their stadium. It could be difficult, right? But I still feel we have more quality than them. And I want you to remember, Casemiro, I'll say earlier, Casemiro was kind of holding back because he know the referee agenda. But then as well, Casemiro look real rusty because remember, Casemiro lacking match sharpness. So next week, Casemiro going to have a next game in his legs. Ericsson now coming back.
Yes. Game.
Right. So Sunday, so he got a next game in his leg in preparation for next week Tuesday. On top of that, Ericsson coming back inside. Right. I mean, unfortunately, we had to do it without Bruno. Right. But throughout this season, Ten Hag has been, thrown some real tough ones, and the man getting it done. And that's the confidence I have that we have good players coming back. And I really do think Rashford is the type of player Rashford will be fit for next week. I really do think Rashford will be there. I think Shaw will be back. Right? And bringing those two in, even though, Licha and Varane might be missing, I still think we have enough to beat the Sevilla team. Right?
I feel Varane will be back for some reason. I don't know.
And you see, I feel we were getting, because Nico, you're talking about Anthony. We get plenty down Anthony's side today, plenty directness, but had plenty indecisiveness from Sancho on that left hand side today. So if we could get Rashford back, and Rashford more direct, he will cause it and he will pull them back. I just feel,
and he does defend too.
Yeah, and Rashford, yeah. So I really feel next week people are writing me off already because of Martinez injury and Bruno suspension. But I really feel we have enough quality to go to the Sevilla team and beat them.
But it's not just that. But is the the overall play today, to me, Sevilla away from home, they look more comfortable on the ball away from home.
And that is how they play, right? But
You
what
know,
I've
so
also noticed,
Sevilla,
Nico, what I've also noticed is every time we do this kind of nonsense, we just always kind of bounce back with our response now.
yeah, well, I hoping so. I really hoping so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But today didn't fill me a confidence at all.
I remember we scored all the goals today. Sevilla didn't score.
Let me just get it. Yeah, let me just get the last set of comments here, and guys, let me wrap it up, right? Jody's saying here, Chef, so you're saying leave on Bruno and let him get a yellow, which would lead to a red card, and we play even more shots. Jody also saying here, okay, miss the Anthony yellow card, fellas. Yeah, he kick out on somebody and he get a yellow. All right. Jesus saying here, Navas came on and provided some leadership for them, and they attacked Malasia's side more. As Nico said, Navas football IQ outdid us. He went straight down the byline to give himself and his team a chance. Right? That's just it, a chance that turned into a goal. I think that's when you make your own luck, and Jesus. Yeah. Javed saying here, Anthony had it check. He was under Cunha's skin. Right? Action down the corner flag. He was winning.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? I think
had it in check.
Kevin,
had it in check.
Yeah. Well, he responded to Javed, I think, right? He's saying, in check, big man, humans are unpredictable. All it takes is 1 to 2 seconds for it. Yeah, and there's I think Ten Hag made a decision on. Right? He's also saying here, Sabitzer in the 10 was giving real pound of flesh, pressing, winning ball, bouncing and pass, running off the ball, finishing with his left foot twice. Sancho finally went into his shell early. All right? And in the game, lots of tip.
Yeah, he too much a small goal kind of football. Why?
Yeah. Giving the ball away, Anthony really helped getting back. Good talent, but must score with his one-trick pony attempts. Yeah, I agree with that. If you had to score them thing earlier,
he will
right?
score earlier. He will score game sometime. He will score. If he had a win, right? I think he's 20 winner next week.
Yeah.
Ten Hag, I think he could have tried to get a hold of midfield, maybe with Fred to lock.
I thought that would have happened.
Fred would have
to knock, keep the ball more. Yeah, well, I mean, we credit the man for all he substitutes. When it work, you see it. But before that, it could have worked, and we could have praised him for bringing on the Langa and Pelestri, right? Arun saying here, Glazers want a third round of bidding. The club needs to be sold next. The club needs to be sold next month to give the new owners fighting chance for next season. Yeah, true. All right. Matt Burney on the inside, thanks for joining, man. He said, I don't think Ten Hag made the subs expecting what went on today. We were controlling the game, and that's it too. All right?
We were not controlling the game. I have a question, Mark. We were not controlling the game. After those 2 goals, we were not controlling the game.
He's saying
I will not comfortable at all.
The point in time when them substitutions and them was made, then
we were not controlling the game. We were controlling the score line, not controlling the game.
Well said, Nico. I agree with that, We might have been in control of the score line, but we was under pressure,
We was under pressure.
Yeah.
Everybody was saying we needed to get that, at that point in time, we needed was to get that third goal,
But even though we were not in and that's why I had to agree with Mark Burney here, right? Even though we were not in control of the play or the control of the ball, we were intercepting and we were creating chances to put the game to bed. The issue is we did not kill off the game, right? Because all I tell you is one more goal and Sevilla would I take that and go. And we we were creating good chances. There's good chances. Anthony hit the bar that was supposed to go in. Whitehorse give Malasia when he should have give
Ilanga,
right? Or even score for himself. Exactly. So I think we had, when you consider the game as a whole, we were already 2-0 up. We were creating chances for the third. We were in control of the game.
To me, if you look at the game as a whole, Sevilla was the better team. Other than
No,
I disagree with that. I disagree with that, Nico. I disagree with
first
that.
half hour.
Oh, God,
Outside
Nico,
of-
don't do that.
Nico, hear this,
outside of
right, Nico?
Sevilla,
Nico. Oh, God,
outside of Sevilla
no.
not
Oh, God.
scoring. Outside of
That's
Sevilla
Sevilla
not
was
scoring.
shit, dog.
No.
That
Sevilla
what?
had
Nico, here, just here,
Sevilla had us
right?
running all over. We were not controlling that football. We were
Man,
not
what
in
football
control of that game.
Sevilla plays, though?
We were
Let me
not
guess.
in control of that
Right.
game. We lost even all the second balls in the game. We were not in control of the
I
game.
personally find is we was giving away the ball more than Sevilla was playing football. Yes, we was
Yeah,
making
but when we
bad
give it
passes.
away, how were they using it? Not better than how we were using it.
But
That's how
Nico,
much
you look at
control
it like this,
Sevilla
right?
had.
No, but you look at it like this, right, Nico? The phases when we were in control, we were knocking and we were forcing saves. You know, we were scoring. When they
By half an hour, right? That's
held
what I say. By half
possession,
an hour, right? Out of 90 minutes,
no
right?
problem.
Well, go ahead.
No
go
problem.
Ahead.
No problem. But when they had possession, because I mean, we know Spanish teams. It's not something we're ignorant of, right? We know Spanish teams are very, very technical and they possess the ball good. But we limited chances, right? They had the chances, but most of their chances came from set pieces, Nico. So even though they had possession, they were being stopped and had to keep recycling possession
All the time.
up at a certain point. So even though they had the ball, they were not really threatening our goal, right?
All right.
So you tell me how that is probably part of what we were saying. Well, hey, this is all a phase. All they could keep the ball there, move it around there, and we just waiting to counter. And when we counter, we were getting good chances, but we just were not scoring. So you can't say they were the better team when our game plan, right, would have been working better than just possessing the ball, because everything we do was correct, just not finishing the goal. And they can get lucky in the end, right? Because one this guy, what's his name? Malasia fell asleep. Because if Malasia didn't fall asleep, we'd have come here and say, a game well managed. Right?
That was not
So
a
for you
game
to
well
come here and
managed.
say-
Rim, that
for you
was
to
not
come
a
and say
game.
here,
Even
nobody
if the score was 2-0 and we ended 2-0, that game was not well managed. That game was not well managed. Because any day, how Barca used to kill off team. The pass
Yeah,
them
but
to
what I'm
death,
saying,
right?
Nico.
The pass
Nico,
to
what I'm
tire them
saying.
out. And that's what the
Right.
coach did. When they
Right,
passed
but
and have
Nico-
us running down the ball all over the place, what he did in the end,
Yeah,
he brought on his
yeah, but
attackers
Nico-
knowing that our players now tired. So when he bring on
Right.
El Nasiri
Yeah,
and he
that
bring on
was-
Navas, it's because he know men tired and chances
them
will
did score.
come now.
But the goals, but the goals,
kind of goals
how
them
much
scored
chances
anymore,
came,
right?
Nico?
What they were
But
Yeah,
doing.
but
they affected the goals. So these changes he made affected the goals.
That is more
So,
mistakes
and
than
the
anything
same-
else, Nico. Than mistakes. Every mistakes.
No, that was real goals, you know.
No, but it came from tiredness. It came from that player what?
Nah.
Come on, if
That's-
Malasa make that mistake at the beginning of the game,
Yeah,
because
probably.
Yes,
Yeah, but
Malasia make a mistake in the earlies, Nico.
He
You can
make a
can
mistake
see.
in the first 5 minutes of the
they
game.
wore us down.
Malasia had a
Partner,
No.
you said if he
Malasia had a
capable
bad
of
game,
making
Nico.
mistakes earlier. He made mistakes early in the
Malasia
game.
had a particularly
That
had
was
a
a
bad
lapse
game
in
today.
concentration. Yes, but that was a lapse in concentration.
But that was the same
Yeah,
thing
but
happening
I-
too.
You know why? They were running.
Too.
And if you be honest, they were running at Malasia whole game. Malasia was tired.
What was Harry on? A lap too? Nah, that's
No,
not-
because this fella come on fresh. You see how the man make for that goal? Or
Yeah,
what he
but
prepared
But Nico, where that ball was going? Nico, where that ball was going?
That Nico, that
Where
ball was
that
going wide,
It was
you
going
know.
wide. It was going wide.
But they
But
made
all I
points.
saying is, Sevilla deserved the draw today. Right? That is what I said. They deserve the draw today.
I mean, he might
They deserve the draw, but don't say they were the better team.
Overall, I find for how short handed they are, 5
Possess-
points of
you just
relegation
look-
in Spain, 5 points of
you just
relegation
looking
in
at-
Spain, and come in Old Trafford and have us running down the ball like that. They deserve the two goals today.
And what's up?
As much as it was own goal.
I was watching at the front, you know.
All right. I was chipsing whole game. We can't keep the ball, we bad passing the ball, Sevilla winning only second ball. And Jed, I was frustrated.
I
I was
just
frustrated
find-
watching the game.
I just find it was a lot of unforced errors by Manchester today. It wasn't like Sevilla was forcing us to make errors. We was
We were giving
as
it
huh?
We were giving it back to them
Yeah, all the time.
one time.
But if all else comfortable with that performance today, well then, well, all right.
No, we ain't saying
was
it's comfortable in Nico. But to say that Sevilla, control the game, I think
Sevilla deserved the draw today. That is what I say. They deserve every ounce of the draw today.
So, but there wasn't no better.
Javid saying here, due to Ten Hag, I go into every game thinking we'll win. We have a good squad, but away is tight, and one bad ref call, we could be out. I fear that the most. Yeah. Keep saying here, Sevilla and Europa League is, hand in hand.
Yeah.
These guys have a special bond with this competition. Not confident about next week, but I won't mind a fairy tale story to get us pumped. McBurney saying all is lost. We're giving them fellas all the support, yes?
Boy,
Right.
when you see Varane go off injured, and then you see Martinez, that's the anchor of all defense, the butcher, being carried off by two Sevilla players. That.
I'm not giving up yet, man. I
And
can't
you
say.
think about Maguire and Lindelof for the rest of the season.
You give up or you give up?
If I could say all is lost, then I could say we losing Sunday.
Yeah.
Thursday, we losing next week. Nah,
Then you're wasting your time being a Manchester supporter.
I can't say that.
Yeah.
Definitely all is not lost because Sevilla, all that special bond they have and blah blah blah, all that shit. Sevilla is bullshit though. So if we go at them and hit them 3 quick goals, is madness in Spain.
Hey, Chef, let's make something so easy and nice, eh? I like that.
Jody said, yeah. I think we have a chance, 70-30 in favor of Manchester
We
United.
do have a chance. I just don't like the away form.
Phil saying here we just need a 1-0 away win. Yeah, all we need is one. It's an away goal rule and all. We just have to go there and win 1-0.
Yeah, but the chocolate brothers in the back, eh? All right.
Well, I mean,
Go ahead.
fine.
as I say, the couple of a masterclass for we, right? You don't know.
All right.
And if
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
we are
Every now and
outscoring.
again.
That's how score.
And
let me play like this.
And let me be real, Wayne name really hasn't been looking all that terrible since he got a little sweater
Yeah.
in Maguire.
Yeah, I feel Varane might come back too. I feel. I just
But
have a feeling Varane will be-
Nicole, let me put Phil commenting a little more for it to make a little more sense to your point, right? All we need is a 1-goal difference win. So even if we concede 4 because of the Chocolate Brothers, once we score 5, right? So a 1-goal difference.
We already seen Manchester going on them goal.
I don't know. But if you're going to difference.
No, but I mean, the thing about it is, we're going to see Rashford and Martial, and we know when 2 of them together, they'll spot. So who knows? Keep saying here, Sevilla.
Like all you study there.
Now, but the man come into this chef and make a difference. The man make a
Yeah. I don't disagree.
If Rashford come in and let me say Sancho come out, I could see more happening. Right?
Yeah, for sure.
Keep saying here Sevilla can keep getting away with this. We would be nice to beat them here. I hope we had a break that curse by the hell by. Eric Lewis on the inside, he's saying Ten Hag was overconfident. He will learn from this.
Oh, yeah, we talking about Sevilla, eh? Listen, we have a weekend team against Forest too, eh? And we have a way of making these relegation team and them look good, eh?
Yeah. Phil saying I hearing only rumors that it's possible Martinez's season could be over. Well, let me wait for official word and hear what we're
Right. That's over.
But yeah,
I don't resign myself to that.
Yeah, boy. Eric saying here, Nico, we deserve the win. It was a snatch and grab draw by Sevilla.
All right. If we deserve the win, all right.
Jody saying here, apparently it's his Achilles.
Wow.
Nah, the rule that out.
Okay.
The axe can hang and he said no, it's not that.
Okay, good. Jesus saying here now, final question. That Moroccan fella could be a good handful for Maguire and Victor. Yeah, now he not good enough, Jesus. He not good. Trust me, I tell you, he not good. Alright? He got a lot today.
He might score 14 goals for Sevilla so far for this season.
What? Yeah, go and watch them 14 goal, Nico.
Yeah, I know. I
Like
know
a-
him.
like-
I know him. When Martial was in Spain, I watched Sevilla a little bit.
Right.
So I
He
used to
is.
watch him.
He, yeah, nah.
Better
But
than
he was,
Wow.
Anyway.
but he wasn't. But now he better than Wout. But he
Everybody better than one.
he wasn't bad for the World Cup, you know. He wasn't bad for Morocco in the World Cup. And the good thing about it is the man could use the height, right?
True.
To train now.
Judy saying here, Nico, throw away that tea you're drinking, it's spoiled. Right? Kidon saying here, Nico does drink and smoke before. All
Alright now, Oli, alright.
Yvonne saying, bye fellas, I enjoy the evening with you all. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
You know, we appreciate
We
it.
appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, Jody saying here, watch now the comments. Ian Dak compare Marcel to York today. Yes, what are we talking about, Daga? Yeah. Cave saying here, if it's Achilles, he going until October.
Wait.
What? October next year? October
Yeah.
this year? He say
October,
if it's the
It's
metatarsal.
like Achilles.
Right, he says if it's the metatarsal, it depends on the scan. A stress fracture will have him out between 6 to 8 weeks of strain, probably 2 to 4 weeks.
As I'm telling all you, that
Season done
is
by
out for the season thing.
I feel the season done, but it's not
I feel
Achilles.
Season.
He'll be
Yeah.
back.
But I wanna be
Sorry.
wrong. I don't see him coming back. That's why
Yeah.
players just know when that injury bad, eh?
Yeah. Now until they look bad, boy.
No, but Ollie, let me be real, right? This fella, what's his name, boy? Varane. Varane cried on the place when he get injured right before the World Cup, and Varane went to World Cup and play World Cup 2 weeks after. You understand? So I hopeful now, boy. I hopeful. I see
we'll
Varane
see.
cry and come back 2 weeks after. So I hopeful.
And
Alright.
make the World Cup final.
So fellas, let me get closing thoughts now. I mean, it wasn't. Again, as I said earlier, you know, the way how the game start off, I didn't think we'd be having this kind of conversation this evening. But it is, football is like that, you know. And I hope we continually learning from these experiences, that you don't take nobody for granted. Sevilla was food in the first 40 minutes, but then they turned out to be a real handful. And it's just them being persistent and annoying. You know, they created their own luck, and they get through. All right.
Yep.
Some closing thoughts, fellas. Nico, go through now.
Yeah, again, you know, I mean, I guess like days why we love it. You know, if it was predictable as 2-0 and we comfortable with that, then we might not, you know, the world might not be so gripped on the sport of football. You know, so again, that why we love it. You know, the emotions we live for.
I
And
can do without that love, yes.
yes, you know, but this will make us look forward to the next one now. You know, hopeful and optimistic. So yes, again, today, you know, tough day, but I think we will bounce back. And hopefully I bounce back on the weekend. And then when we go to Spain, continue our form under Ten Hag in Spain and come out on top. Yeah.
Yeah. Before I come to Simeon, you know, I looking at certain positives too. You know, Martial, you know, he had 16 legs.
You think I can break it?
Man, if it's one thing, you don't disappoint him.
No,
You don't
I'm
disappoint.
finished,
You
right?
don't disappoint.
I'm finished.
But I can't fight you. That was two great passes.
Yeah, the man
God.
hold up the ball, the man like the play real nice. He last 6 hour. More minutes in the legs mean more minutes in the legs for the next game, you understand? Until we could get to playing 70, 75 minutes. Because I find a half an hour for what was too much minutes now, but he had to play 5 minutes and
So what you're saying? What you're saying, Martial in your fantasy team next game?
I feel he has shares in Martial.
I want him answer that.
And dividends
Martial going in your fantasy team.
and dividends sharing soon. Right? Dividends. Yes, shares in Martial.
You say that yet.
Right? Dividends sharing soon, so he just trying to hype it as best as he
No,
could.
here now. Here now. Every time Martial, right, last a game without getting injured, that would be like a big relief for me and all. You wouldn't believe it. Cool, no injury. Next game, at least we can get some quality next game.
Listen, and you going, I going even further. And when you get announced in the team sheet an hour before game, until I see on the field actually playing, I don't believe it, because he's one. The breeze blow too hard and he in warm ups he get injured.
Yeah. We'll just get some comments here and I'll come to Simeon, right? We just now. Oh yeah, this one here. Yeah, boy, Jody. Cave is we doctor. Cave is we the podcast doctor, right?
Yeah, that's the man work.
Javed's in here. We need to keep reminding ourselves that the sourness is based on the expectation that the team has created. We punching above we weight. Yeah. Let's enjoy the ride. It won't be all ups. Glory.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
Jody saying here, watch nice. He smile. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Jody.
Big shares, boy.
Dan, none of your children named Aunt Marcel?
Oh, Anthony, yeah?
But that man does have that. When the man messaged you during the game to talk about Marcel, you know, hear the smile through the WhatsApp, you know.
So end the stream. Talk about Marcel and positives, end the stream. But all jokes aside, Marcel bring the composure and skill to kill off defenses. Yes, no doubt. Yeah, Jody, all right, relax. Simeon, go through.
No, I think you talk about Marshall, this game went from from a dream to kind of like a nightmare. Like with Marshall and Sancho, they were playing in the first half. I mean, it flowed so well. You saw what Marshall could do and was doing. You saw the whole Sabitzer, playing that role. Bruno looked good for me. You saw this team. We all want to see Casemiro back. We want to see Varane, Martinez. We want to see his team play well, and they did for a while. But to go from that to the end of the game was very depressing, but we have good. I mean, next game we have good. I mean, we have Marshall and potentially Rashford back. I mean, those two alone could destroy most teams. We have a better
Ericsson to pick the ball.
Anthony, and I keep going at Anthony, but the fellow who he was attacking, Acuna, got a red card last week or something, so he know that fella have a temper problem, so he try to get at him. So Anthony has his own trick up his sleeve, but my only concern is that defense. I think when I think about Maguire, not so much Lindelof, but and the way Ten Hag wants to play a high line and play high up the field, taking up Maguire stuck back there, taking back someone in a foot race, that worries me. But we will have to score some more goals, and once we could do that, we'll be all right.
Yeah, Chef.
I'm gonna be short. Yes, I just hoping for the best.
All right. Phil, again, the last comment here, he's saying midfield still strong. Sabit 2010 with Casemiro and Sonny Eriksson holding. Yeah, I think the Simeon said the major issue and concern for us is defensively. And whether we could really rely. And whether we could really rely on Magulov to see us through, because we're talking about Nottingham Forest. Yeah, we're talking about Nottingham Forest. We're talking about Nottingham Forest and then Sevilla, because though I'm not seeing Varane, I'm not sure Varane, could be available.
Yeah, I mean,
so that is basically
people say, I must say all is lost. What I remember about Maguire, Shaw, and Lindelof playing together. I remember Lindelof screaming at Maguire. I remember Maguire, what is doing with going on Shaw or something. I mean, when I take my memories of them together, I mean, can you blame me? I mean,
them giving nightmares, And what is the most annoying thing about them is the two retarded look both of them just have on the face when we concede a real stupid goal.
But fellas, right? But
Come on,
the
come. Turn me up. Give me,
yeah,
come on.
yeah. I can't get something here. I can't get something here, right?
Wait.
We all admit that the last couple games Maguire played, he looked good. Albeit he was
Yeah.
alongside Martinez, all right. And on top of that, the last couple games, Lindelof play, he was pretty decent. What both of them never had playing together was a Casemiro in front of them. So I'm hoping that the recent form from these two fellas in the back, added to the fact that Casemiro gonna be there, will help them. Help them. That's all I'm thinking.
Okay.
Right?
You mean give them less work?
Wherever it mean that will allow them to play good and not be the Chuckle Brothers.
Fair enough.
You understand?
All right.
Yeah. So guys, I will look to wrap it up. Jody's saying here, hey fellas, don't forget to take in the girls under 20, the national team. What team is that, Jody? All right. So guys, it was nice. Lion had to jump out. He was getting some technical issues, right?
Yeah.
So Chef Simeon,
Yep.
thanks for joining. Nico,
Yeah, man.
myself.
Good
Right,
night.
guys. We'll see you all on the next
Blessings.
one. Have a good night.
Yeah.